Have you ever dreamed of having beautiful natural stone in or around your home? Don't settle for subpar materials. Check out Lambstone Company's selection of natural stone products to meet all your project needs. Lambstone is located in Oneonta, Alabama, is one of the oldest, most trusted sources in the state. So contact them today. Tell them we sent you by using the promo code Bama Standard to receive 10% off your first order. Remember the promo code Bama Standard.
What's up, my people, my people? We are back again right here on the Bama Standard on College Football Chatter. Great and excited and really ecstatic to have Andrew Duggan here. 6A school out of Cleveland, Tennessee, man. Cleveland High School, you know what I mean? Probably the best center in that state. And I'm going to say he is because I watched the damn film, right?
Mm-hmm.
Good to see you, Andrew, man. We're happy to have you. Brinsky, let everybody know who you are, where they can find you before we get started.
Oh man, well y'all can find me at the Sharpshooter Sports Talk on YouTube and B_sharp on Twitter/X.
Facts. And I am Coach Sean right here at JMHO Sports Talk and right here on the Bama Standard College Football Chatter every Friday night at 7:30. Make sure you tap in. Andrew, let's hop right in, man. First of all, we really appreciate you guys tapping into us in the chat. Thank you guys. Make sure you hit that like button, please. Hit that like button, share the stream, right? We're really happy that you bless us with your time, Andrew, man. Thank you for that.
Yes, sir.
So let's hop right in, man. I see you right here, Cleveland, Tennessee, best center in the state, 6A school. I watched your film, man. Let's hop right into it. Andrew, listen, it's no secret. You're an undersized center, right?
Mm-hmm.
Guess what I noticed about you?
What?
Strong lower body.
Yes,
extremely strong lower body, man. I was really appreciative of your physicality, right? I watched a lot of different tape on you, man. Good leg drive, good pop, good at knowing where your man is, moving your man. Your pass blocking, you anchor well, right? You get to the second level extremely well, right? Very physical, man. I seen you handling people much bigger than you, man. Before we get started, my first question to you is the weight room, brother. The weight room. I can tell you love being in there. It shows in the film. Am I right or wrong?
Yeah, that's my second home.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Brinsky, we got any questions for Andrew? Hopping right into it.
Oh yeah, man. Just to start off, man, thank you for being here, of course.
Thanks.
But I just want to ask, what is your proudest moment on the football field so far in your career?
I'm sure you saw it. It was against Ray County last year, and it was on my highlight film. And we took the nose guard, me and my right guard, Aiden Smith. We took the nose guard and drove him all the way back into a linebacker and pancaked both of them. And that was probably my proudest play in high school football so far.
Awesome.
Love
that.
Oh yeah,
I love that, man. That's awesome. See, we need that, man. I told Andrew behind the scenes that he reminds me of a young Parker Brailsford. Everybody that really know this game knows centers. If you look in the NFL, some of your best centers are not big guys like that. They just very technically sound, play technique extremely well, play leverage extremely well. And I think Andrew does the exact same. Andrew, I want to know, considering the undersized center or lineman, what has been your biggest challenges so far, man?
Definitely trying to get the recognition that goes with the skill set that I have, because although I am undersized, I don't play like it. I've been told I play like I'm 6'3", 6'2", like I play like I'm not undersized. And I think being able to go to these camps, because I've gone through 3 this year alone, and at every single one of them, I've dominated defensive linemen that are way bigger than me. But being able to show that I could still play being quote unquote undersized that's probably the biggest challenge that I face. But I think I'm handling it perfectly.
I think you're doing exceptionally well. Exceptionally well. Do you play any other position besides center?
I played guard my sophomore year and freshman year, and then I played defensive tackle.
I watched a couple of your highlights, man. It looks like you guys have a really good offensive line coach, man. You guys are very technically sound up front. Use your hands very well. You can tell you well coached, man. So I commend your offensive line coach. Brinsky, you got anything else for him?
Yeah, man. I actually do. What what do you want coaches to know about you? Just you,
Uh,
the person and the player.
Player wise, I will play my heart out. Like any game, I mean, even if we're expected to win by 100, or if we're expected to lose by 100, I'm gonna play as hard as I possibly can on every single snap, no matter what. Like it's gonna be my last. I play like if I were if I were to never play football again, would I be satisfied with how I played that play? And that's what I do every single play. And as a person, I try to. It's gonna be this coming up season. We're coming up with a lot of sophomores and freshmen. So I think as a person, I feel like I got to be a role model to my underclassmen to get them ready for this next season because, I mean, they're going to be in shock. They've never played varsity high school football.
Facts.
But if I can be a role model and show them it's going to be okay, like you just got to play hard, then I think that would be great. I'm a motivator.
I got another one, Coach Sean.
Go right ahead.
I'm
Go
about to
right
say,
ahead.
'cause that was a great answer,
Yes,
brother.
sir.
What are you looking for in a college program?
In a college program, I want culture. I just want to go there. I want to be able to make people meet people that I'm gonna stay connected with the rest of my life, like coach wise, player wise. I want it to be like a family, and I want to go for business. I want to get my business degree. So a great
Like
business
that.
program and a very cultural football program.
Okay,
I love it. I
Oh,
love
yeah.
it, man.
Oh,
So
yeah.
my question is, who do you model your game after, if any? Is there anybody that you model your that you model your game after?
Yeah, and it's gonna be like stereotypical because I mean he was probably one of the best centers in the league for the last 5 years. But Jason Kelsey,
Yes,
I feel
sir.
like he was just a dog. And going into college, he was considered to be undersized
That's
too.
facts.
But he definitely motivated me because seeing somebody that's considered undersized make it to the level that I'm trying to make it at, that's just motivation to me.
I tell you this, man. You know, the film speaks louder than anything anybody can say. When you see these guys bigger than you and you handling them, man. And what I love about it is when you get them on the ground, you get in their face. You know what I mean? After you get them on the ground, you go get on their face. I love it, man. That's the kind of center we need at the University of Alabama, man.
Yes, sir.
We have one in Parker Brailsford. It'd be quite lovely if we had Andrew Duggan. You got
Yes, sir.
anything else, Brinsky?
Oh yeah, man. I got another one. So man, I'm a music guy. I'm like I said, man, I'm not too far from your age. I'm 33, but it's far away enough. But I just want to know, what do you listen to like on a daily basis? Matter of fact, what is your top 5 artists that you listen to?
All right, this is gonna. You said you're close to my age, but I don't listen to music from my generation. I listen to music from the '90s and early 2000s.
Oh,
Knew I
But
liked you.
it
Knew I
might
liked you.
be not what you expect. I have a list actually because I had to decide which ones that I was gonna say. My number one is Deftones. The second
Okay.
one is Nirvana.
Nirvana, facts.
Third one is Alice in Chains. And then I
Okay.
had to throw Childish Gambino in there because his music is
Yes.
just soul touching. And
Yes.
then my last one is Ozzy Osbourne.
Ozzy, yes. You know what that means, Andrew? That means you got an old soul, young brother. You know what I mean? An old soul would take you far. Listen, the chat want to know this, and I kind of want to know myself, man. How much do you lift as far as bench and squat?
My squat right now is last time I maxed, I got 500. I think, but that was maybe 5 months ago now. I think I'm upwards of 550. And then last time I benched was 320. And I think I can go upwards of 350 right now.
You can definitely tell those squats, you're extremely strong in the lower body. You can definitely tell that. Your lower body strength is where you be putting all those belts to to those bigger opponents.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, that's a whole fact. The film don't lie, man. The chat is loving it, man. What about your schools, Andrew? What about your schools, man? I'm sure a lot of schools are after you. What schools are you hearing from the most right now?
I have a very good personal relationship with the University of Tennessee Martin with Coach Simpson.
Right.
I mean, he is so just welcoming, and I mean, I love the school, and he has exactly what I was saying with the culture. I mean, he's been the coach there for years upon years, and he's won championships, and he's just such a great guy. And UT Martin is probably my biggest pick right now. Like it's what feels most like home at the moment. And
Right.
then West Alabama is definitely up there too. They're very
Coach
welcoming.
Cochran. Yeah, Coach Cochran.
And
Fact.
then, yeah, I mean, North Alabama too.
Mhm.
They have reached out and welcomed me into camps and games and whatnot. Invited me to some games last year, and it was just great. There's a lot of schools that I'm considering, and those are my probably top three.
Okay, Brinsky.
Okay. What does football mean to you?
Oh, football is my way of life. I mean, I wouldn't be at the position I am right now. I wouldn't be the person I am today without the game of football. I mean, I live, breathe, eat, sleep football, and there's nothing that I would more want to do in life than play at the college level. I mean, it means the world to me.
Well, I can tell you this, Andrew. You will be playing at the college level. Trust and
Yes,
believe
sir.
that.
I'm about
Trust
to
and
say,
believe that.
I got from in the chat asked like, "What's your hobbies?"
Weightlifting,
That's it.
and then eating to get bigger at weightlifting. I
Well,
mean, I like playing with my dogs too.
Right.
yeah, okay.
Yeah, I mean,
Well, let me ask you this: if you wasn't playing football, what other sport you believe you would be playing?
um, when I was younger, I wrestled a bunch, and
I
I'm
can tell.
planning on returning to
Facts.
wrestling this year. But I remember way back when I was little, I've always wanted to ride bulls and be in the rodeo and all that stuff. And I mean, at my father's house, we have horses and whatnot, and I love being around animals. So something in the rodeo or something to do with mixed martial arts.
Okay.
I
Toughness.
got another one, man. I'm sorry, Coach Sean. 'Cause
No, you go ahead, brother. I love it.
yeah, man. Because since you said you around horses, like I grew up. My dad was a farmer, so I'm used to cows. We mostly just had cows. But let me ask you this: do you watch Yellowstone?
I don't, but my dad does. I don't really watch
Yeah.
TV often.
Oh, okay. Because I know you will truly enjoy Yellowstone just because it's like the ranch life.
I've watched a couple episodes with my dad, but
Mhm.
I haven't watched it all the way through.
No, okay.
We got some guys in the chat, Andrew, that are asking a few questions. Larry Large wants to know your measurables.
I'm sitting at 6 foot, like right at 6 foot right now, and then I think I weighed in at 245,
Yes, sir.
and then my wingspan is 6'2".
Very close to Parker Brils coming out of high school. Exceptionally close. Music and sports guy, Piano Man, wants to know what is your favorite subject in school?
I've always had an easy time with math. My teachers say I have a um an engineering brain. Like
Mhm.
I was made to be an engineer because my brain just works at it exceptionally well.
Right.
But that's probably my favorite just because it's so natural to me. I mean, if I see it, then I know it, and if I know it, then it's easy.
Man, people like you I can't stand because you are so good at math and I just be struggling at it, man. I really don't like people like you because it comes so naturally to you, man.
That math, that college math was
you
different.
you may need to consider being an engineer, man. That hey, if they saying that you probably should.
Yeah,
Probably
I've
challenge
considered it a
yourself.
bunch.
So look at Justin. Justin had a really, really good question. I kind of want to hear this answer too. Justin says, if you and your offensive line were in the Royal Rumble, who's going to come out first in the Final Four and left standing at the end?
Okay. I don't want to throw anybody under the bus, but
Yeah.
my left guard, his name was Nate Carter. He was he was a dog. Everybody on my offense line is a dog. I'm not dogging any of them. They were all
Facts.
dogs. Nate was a little soft, and he had a very How do I say this with being nice? He had a very unconditioned body. Like he got
Facts, facts.
gassed pretty fast.
Yes.
So I would probably say Nate would be out first, and then last to go. I mean, I don't want to say me, but
Hey, if it's you,
Hey, if it's you, yeah,
if it
yeah.
comes down to it, I'm gonna be the last one. That's for sure.
Facts. I love it.
Now you
I
know
love
they're
it.
gonna see this and then challenge you like, so you
Yeah,
may
I
be stronger
do.
than me now.
Yeah, we're gonna go out onto the lake and see who can throw the last one off the boat.
Susan wants to know, how old were you when you started playing football?
I started in the 4th grade. I played in a youth league. It was the Saints was our
Yeah.
team, and it was me and my 2 older brothers. And then 5th grade year, I played for Cleveland Youth League, and then 6th grade, I played for Cleveland Middle. 7th grade, 8th grade, Cleveland Middle, and then all of high school at Cleveland High.
I love it. This one's for me. This is important to me because I think it makes you play harder when you have these type of things going on in your life. Who's your inspirations, if you have any? Do you play for anyone? Who you think about before the games? Do you have any inspirations that you play for on Friday nights?
Oh, for sure. And it's my mom and my dad. I
Yes,
mean,
sir.
my parents, they've been through so much adversity just to get me the opportunities that I have while playing football. And I mean, they've been to every game, they've been to practices. I mean, I can always count on them picking me up after practices when I couldn't drive. They paid all my bills for football. And I mean, that just means the world to me. And seeing them do that and realizing how much they've done for me, it's more than motivating for me to go get a scholarship while playing football.
Facts, facts. Justin wants to know, that's a really good question too. What's your relationship with former Alabama defensive lineman Rudy Griffin, who's now coaching at UT Martin?
Coach Griffin, he's been a great family friend, and he's been an eye opener when it comes to the whole college perspective. I mean, I've talked to him a couple times, and he's just been great helping me
Facts.
understand college football. And seeing him coach at UT Martin was great. His defensive line is amazing, and I think he's a great coach.
I love it. I love it. You know that boy, no defensive lineman, because he was a dog himself. Trust
He
me.
was.
You know what I'm saying?
Man.
I really love that, man. And remember this: when you go to these camps, don't take it easy on nobody.
No, sir.
Don't
It's
take
either
it easy
them or
on
me, and
nobody.
I pick me 100 times out of
Facts.
100.
Facts. I love it. I love it. Brinsky, you got anything else?
Oh yeah, man. Since you're a football guy, I like now. This is a question that is new. It's another top 5. Like, do you? Okay, you may not watch TV, but I know you watch movies from time to time or seen some movies.
Yeah, I watch.
I'm just gonna ask you, what is your top 5 sports movies of all time that you've seen?
Does it have to be football, or can it just be any sport?
That's why I said
Any-
sports. It can be whatever.
All
you
right,
anything.
all
want.
right.
Starting
I
at 5 or leading up to 1.
Okay. 5th is probably Southpaw, the boxing movie with
With
Jake
Kristen Bell.
Gyllenhaal,
Yeah.
and 4 is probably all the Rocky movies.
Yeah.
Like I can't
Yeah.
I
Classic.
can't pick my
Oh
favorite.
no,
one, but
that's fine. That's fine.
all the
Classic.
Rocky movies. 3, I want to say Blindside. I think it was a great movie.
Yeah.
And then number 1 and 2.
No Friday Night Lights.
Okay. Yeah, Saturday Night Lights is good, but I don't think it's in my top 5.
Okay.
Okay. I really like Formula One racing, and that new movie that just came out with what was his name? It's the same guy that played Hopper in Stranger Things. I forgot.
Oh, okay.
Oh, Gran Turismo. Gran Turismo
Yeah.
is my
Yeah.
second. It was just a great movie.
Wow.
And then number 1, Remember the Titans, because
Remember the Titans.
that
Classic.
was just an amazing movie.
Classic. Yes, I love it. Ephraim wants to know, what's your thoughts on NIL, what's going on right now as far as college kids and high school kids, and what's your thoughts on it right now?
I think me and my dad have a talk about this every so often. I think kids getting paid like professionals is I mean, it could be good and bad because some kids come from hard families, and I mean,
Facts.
they just need money to help their family out. I
Yeah.
think millions upon millions of dollars is maybe crazy, but
Yeah.
I mean, if they're that good, then maybe they deserve
Yeah.
it. I don't know. I'm not one to say yes or no, but I know for me personally, I'm not gonna do it for the money. If I can get a full ride, I'm gonna play my heart out wherever I go. No money, it doesn't matter to me. Like
Facts, man. I
I'm
love
there
it.
to play football, not for money.
I can promise you, you just gained more fans off of that, off of what you just said right now. That is absolutely awesome. And I got major respect for what you said and you as a person. I promise you that. Brinsky, you got anything else before we let him get out of here?
Yeah, man. Just off that answer alone, just just for you just playing the game for the love of it, I'm about to say the rest of that stuff gonna come. All you got to keep the main thing the main thing. Clearly, you know
Facts.
what the main thing is, and the rest will happen, man. So I can't wait to just see how life pans out for you, man, because I know you're gonna do something special in this world.
Facts, man. I tell you this, Andrew, and this is from everybody at this station. We're gonna be pulling for you, brother, no matter where you go. You have gained fans over here. We really appreciate you. We watch you. We're gonna support you on social media. You welcome anytime you want to come back, man. Just shoot us a DM and we'll hop you right on, brother. We thank you for your time. Keep them grades up
Yes,
and
sir.
whip some ass in camp. Trust
Yes,
me.
sir.
Trust me, man. Thank you. We really appreciate you. Everybody from the Bama Standard says thank you for that.
Thank y'all.
College Football Chatter is here. We will be following you. This is Andrew Duggan, everyone. Make sure everybody go to his social media. Let everybody know what your social media is, Andrew.
At Andrew Duggan FB on Twitter and Andrew.Duggan07 on Instagram.
Follow him. Follow this young man. We need more young men with this kind of mentality. I love it, man. Thank you, Andrew. We really appreciate you, brother. And tap in
y'all.
with us anytime, man.
Yes, sir.
Much
God
love.
bless.
God bless. Love that, man. Love that.
That was awesome.
Yeah, that kid could be a whole nother example, bro. You know what I'm saying? I really, really enjoy everything he said. And you could tell he was passionate about it too. You know, he was passionate about it. I love that, man. Everybody make sure you, if you can, go follow that young man. Go follow him on all the socials. Give him a follow, whatever the case may be. Get him up there. We need more young kids like that understand what this is about. That don't shun no money, but at the same time, don't make money your number one thing, man. Play the game for what the game is for, and the game will love you back. I promise you.
Oh, yes, it will.
That's all facts, man. Brinsky, you got a few topics I see that John had laid out for us, man. Once again, shout out to Andrew. We really appreciate you, Andrew, man. Much love to you. And a big roll tide from all the Bama fans to you. That's a fact. John is saying that ESPN is charging now $30 a month.
Yeah.
And $30. What's this for? Like the like when you subscribe to them, for the app or whatever the case may be?
More than likely, if you subscribe to their app, it's gonna cost $30 a month. I don't know if this is for like if it's a bundle or if it's straight ESPN. If it's straight ESPN, I don't think it's a good deal. $30 is a lot for anything.
Man, listen.
You gotta with all these streaming networks, man, you're gonna definitely have to have a bundle or something. You gotta give me HBO and maybe Netflix or something, because $30 is crazy just to watch ESPN, and everybody doesn't watch ESPN.
Man, I call this the Walmart shock value. What I mean by that is ESPN is figuring, since they cornered the market, we can treat them how we want to treat them. We don't got to give them no damn customer service no more. We don't have to do anything. Once we get you in and let you know this is what it is, we don't have to care about you anymore. $30 is crazy.
They said it's ESPN and a couple of other sports packages. It better be some good ones, because I don't know any other sports channels that people watch. I know most people don't watch Formula One or nothing like that. They don't think that's a good deal. It got to be something that people want to watch. You can add a Disney Plus on there, because it is owned by Disney. So I don't know, man. I don't know. You just got to add something because people are just going to be turned away by the prices at some point.
Justin has a great question. He says, "What's our thoughts on that? How ESPN is offering the SEC up to $80 million more to play one additional SEC game? You know, you got to, I always say, scared money don't make no money. You got to spend money to make money, right? In the grand scheme of things, my opinion is it'll be great for the conference. More money is always great as far as for businesses per se.
Yep.
But in the grand scheme of things, man, I don't know how smart that would be, because we just saw Indiana make it to the playoffs with the most weakest, punkest schedule I have ever seen a college playoff team have, right? You valued Indiana for their record. You didn't give a damn who they played. You valued them. You valued their record, man. And you held their record above better teams' head. And you held, 10, what were they, 10-2, 10-1, 11-1, whatever they were?
11-1.
Okay, so you valued their record over who did they play, who did they beat, who did they lose to? So when you say add another SEC game, man, that's just one more reason you can end up losing or canceling your season. Or let's just say you already 10-2, or let's just say you already 9-2, and you could potentially be 9-3. I know that sounds real weak, but at the same time, man, I want my conference in the playoffs, right? We already play the toughest schedules. And if you ask me, it seems like they want us to play these tough schedules to I guess, X us out, man. I learned from this year, right? They were doing everything they could possibly do to make sure the SEC did not make it, man. So I don't know how smart that is from a competitive standpoint, but for eyeballs and for money, maybe it is. What's your thoughts, Brinsky?
Man, we already know that in this day and time of college football, that this type of stuff is going to happen. If it's anything dealing with money, more than likely they're going to go for it. So it doesn't matter. We might as well go ahead and accept it. But what I learned from this college football season, which I know you believe, you probably don't even have to play the hardest schedule to get in the playoff. You might as well go ahead and schedule a bunch of cupcake teams just to even get into the playoff. And if I've got to play, and you're talking about play one additional SEC game, why would I want to schedule any big time game with like Ohio State or Miami or Clemson to start off the year when I already got to go through a long season in my conference? And we know the SEC is not no slouch. So it's I believe folks are just being a little greedy and we watering down the product. But I don't know, man. I think it's a bit much, but we know it's going to happen.
I think so too. Anytime it's money, man, you already know which way they're going to go, man. You already know which way they're going to go. They already getting the fans ready and juiced up and oiled up. I just don't know if it's a smart thing from a competitive standpoint to play another SEC. Think about this. You get through all your season, you play Auburn, and now we're going to stick Texas in there. You know what I mean? Or now you're going to stick Florida on our schedule. I don't know, man. What's more important, Brinsky? Making the playoffs or making more money for the conference?
If you make the playoffs, you're going to make more money for the conference.
Yeah.
So it's a benefit to it. But I think the playoffs is everybody's goal for real, because we know that's just more money on the conference. And then if you win the national championship, everybody split that money. So I think making the playoffs is more important.
I do too, man. We'll see how it go, man. Money come, money go, man. I see Alabama offer 2 quarterbacks coming in.
You see the EJ Corwell?
What's up with him? What he said?
EJ
Xavier. Oh, he asking you. He asking you what's your thoughts on Xavier?
Yeah, man. I believe The commitment is coming soon, really, really soon. I think he already has his mind made up because I know he said wait till December 31st. Something just was off about that day one, because I was just like, you got early signing day coming up. Before that, why are you waiting until like the end of the year? I didn't expect him to sign that day with anybody, whoever he chose. But to see him just take away that date and not put another date up there tells me a lot that I was like, he may commit soon, and it may be before the summer. I think he already knows where he wants to be. There's no point of really just dragging it out. So I expect the commitment probably before the end of the month, because he was sporting I know kids sport like little armbands and all that type stuff for different teams.
Yeah.
I may be Florida commit with Auburn gloves on, but it's just like I just got the gloves from a camp or something.
Facts, man.
What you think?
I'm really, really high on Xavier Crowell, man. I think this kid is one of the best backs in the country, if not the best back in the country. I love the fact that he attacked the line of scrimmage. It's no wasted motion. I enjoy the fact that he runs north and south. He has the speed to break away from you. We really need this kid. When you have kids this talented in your backyard, you can't afford to let them go out of state, man. So you need to throw everything, the kitchen sink, the den, the bathroom sink, at this kid. You cannot let kids that's this talented right in your backyard escape the state, man. Shout out to Jay Mims, man.
Yeah.
Shout out to Piano Man, our brother in here, man. OG from in here. Kanafi's in here, always giving us good love. Chris Camp, Roll Tide to all of you, man. Much love. Thank you for tapping in with us, man. Justin is always doing his thing behind the scenes.
Big Dog.
Double L is always in here, man. Love Big Dog. Love Josh Johnson. Much love to everybody who tapping in with us, man. We really, Susan's in here. Much love to Susan. Good to see you, sis. Really appreciate everybody, man. But I love EJ. I hope that kid comes to Alabama.
Because we can't lose nobody like that. I believe getting commits like that, like him, a Tank Jones, a Cedarian Morgan. Once you start getting the top talent out the state, guys are going to want to follow those guys. Like, Alabama didn't fall off because they got Nick Saban. Nick Saban retired. So guys going to naturally just want to just follow other great players. It's just natural. So if you're getting those guys out the state, what are they doing to get these players? And then coaches going to, when those coaches come through, they're going to witness their personality, like a Courtney Morgan, Jamarcus Shepard, Coach DeBoer. Like, man, it's going to be big, man. So I expect us to have a big recruiting class this cycle with him, with EJ Crowell, Cedarian, Tank, and like they just put in the chat, Xavier Griffin, which is probably another big player out there that we can possibly get.
Yeah, I watched that kid's film too. He that's another kid that's a dog, man. Kids like that, you got to go get. Shout out to Coach Carl, man, our brother right there too. Coach Carl, much love to Coach Carl, man. And when you look at the state, man, you look at Coach Saban's first year or two. I remember with Robert Lester, and I remember with Marcel Darius, and I remember with Mark Barron and Julio and all them kids from St. Paul, and all them kids from the Mobile area and around. He laid the foundation with Bama kids. So you got kids like that that's talented. You got to close the deal, man. You got to close the deal. It is going to be sickening if you let kids like that go to the school in West Georgia or the school over there in South Carolina. You know what I mean? And even more sickening if you let them get to Athens, GA. So, you got to close the deal, man. You got to close the deal. As far as Xavier Griffin, we got an opportunity, man. But I tend to think a little differently than everybody else on this one. I don't think it's a closed deal yet. I think Bama is in it. I definitely think Bama has an extremely good chance, but I don't think it's all crimson and roses yet. you know.
Mhm.
I think we got still a little work to do. You know, it's some other programs out there that have upped the ante for this kid as well. But Bama, all you can ask for is an opportunity, and Bama has an opportunity to get this young man, and I hope we do. Shout out to Katrina. What's up, Katrina? Good to see you, sweetie.
Katrina. Yeah,
Yeah,
man. They really need to go out there, especially we seen how consistent Courtney Morgan and Coach Robinson been on him, man.
Yeah.
Even though he was committed to USC, they haven't stopped recruiting him. They just kept on going, and then the report come out like they haven't stopped for the last 2 months. Like they've been in constant contact with him. And then once I seen that, I was like, I would not be surprised that he decommits and maybe somehow down the line commits to Alabama. Well, the first part happened, and I said this about a week ago. So hopefully the second part happened, because if you can get a big time player like that to your class, and I feel like he can be one of those guys. Will he be one of those guys? Because we haven't had a real inside linebacker like that in a long time.
All facts. Facts too, Coach Carl. All facts too. Got a question for you right there, Brinsky.
On the spot question, Brinson. Who is your top 5 artists to pump you up, since you always asking LOL? Oh man, like right now, man, on the spot. That was a good one. Now I see how these kids feel. That was on the spot for real. Killer Mike, Big Crit, T.I.
Yes, sir.
Project Pat, and who can I throw in the last one? So many. I know a lot of folks, unless you from the state of Alabama and you in the hip hop, I just want to throw them out there just because the last Mr. Biggs. But if anything, 5, I'm gonna have to add 3 people to it because they all groups. UGK,
yes, sir.
3-6 Mafia,
yes, sir,
and also A-Ball MJG.
Yes, sir. A-Ball.
Yeah,
yes,
man.
Sir.
I'm a Southern boy, man. I love them. South music.
Facts, man. What's up with these 2 quarterbacks Alabama got, man? They just offered, man. Jet Thamala and Matt Ponatoski, right?
Yeah.
Look at Jet, man. This kid is a 6'3", 205 kid from Omaha, Nebraska. High school is Millard South. He's a 4-star kid. Got big a couple good offers. Yeah, big kid, strong arm. Played in a real, wide open system, I guess you could call it. This other young man, Matt Ponatoski, 6'2", 190, good height, from Cincinnati, Ohio. Archbishop Moeller, really good high school. He's a 3-star kid, about a 24/7 composite. Both talented kids, man. Both talented kids. Bama's trying to keep these quarterbacks on the roster. They're trying to keep talented quarterbacks. If you keep good quarterbacks, you're going to always have a chance to win games, because that is the key position. What do you think about these 2 kids?
That was well, I know with Jet, man, he definitely has the size and definitely had an arm. And I believe he's gonna keep rising up in the recruiting rankings for real. But I'm not really heavy on quarterbacks, man. This cycle for real.
Facts.
I think only because we got Keelan, man, in that I'm just not I'm not just hyped up for quarterback. So if we do, it doesn't matter who, if he's a 5-star, no star, I'm just not hyped up about him. But these kids are gonna I know Jet for a fact is he probably decommit from Iowa State, unless he always wanted to go there. But from everything that I've seen from him, he's gonna play at a bigger school because that size and that arm strength. I think I'm not 100% sure on his accuracy, because of course, you only watching highlights. We ain't really seen like the full tape, but he's going to go somewhere.
Yeah, depth purposes, I'm not sure. A lot of kids are not going to want to come because of you got a really, really, really talented freshman like Keelan. It has to be a special kid that's not afraid of competition. It's tough to come into a situation when you got a freshman that is deemed to be the future of the program. So we definitely need a quarterback in the 2027 class. I don't know how much 20. I agree. I was just about to say the same thing.
Yeah, definitely in 27.
27 class, definitely. But the rule of thumb with some coaches is to take a quarterback every year. That's the rule of thumb with some coaches.
Yeah, man, they getting on me in the chat. I don't know if y'all getting on me or not, man, but yeah, man, I forgot about Dirty Boys.
Yeah.
And of course, Doe B is the GOAT of Alabama, man. The best. Rest in peace to baby Jesus. If
sure.
y'all don't listen to rap, trust me that he called himself that. So
yeah, man. So I don't know, man. When it's come to recruiting, I lean on Brinsky. Recruiting is really not my thing. I don't know, man. It just recruiting is just so out of whack right now, man.
Yeah.
Everything you think you know is out the window. I try not to leech to get really close to these kids like that no more, man, because you don't even know if they're gonna be on your roster the next year. That's just me personally. When he commit and sign the dotted line, I'll be happy. You know what I'm saying? I just ain't, I don't got time to be trying to figure all that out, man. You know what I'm saying?
I think once we get a recruit in, I mean not a recruit in, we sign them and they go through their freshman year. I kind of hold back. It doesn't matter who it is. It can be even with I know Keelan's gonna be our guy. He's gonna be here for the future. But other guys will be here next year. It's just certain guys I don't know if they're gonna play immediately or they're gonna feel like I can go somewhere else and play and leave. So that's why, like you said, I don't like to get too close either.
Yeah, it's different now, man. So I root for these kids, and I'll be fans of theirs no matter where they go. But who going where and who commit where and who coming for visits, I don't really even care, to be honest with you. Respectfully, you know what I'm saying? I just let me know when they commit, bro. You know what I mean? That's me.
They old saying, the one thing I can't trust about a lot of recruits nowadays, when they say I'm 1,000% committed.
Facts.
That's a clear sign. Like, nope, I don't trust them already, because later on down the line they decommitting. And nowadays, man, you know how they be showing on the graphics, how many teams he committed or signed to or whatever, man. It's a kid that just signed with Ole Miss that Lane just signed. He committed to Florida State, Florida, I think Syracuse, and one other school before he committed to Ole Miss. So he has 5 schools that he has already committed to and has yet to sign with a college football team. This is only his senior year, so this is crazy to me.
Yeah, that's kind of my point, man. That's kind of my point. It took the love out of recruiting for me. I used to follow it just as close as anyone. I would get up and I would pre-record the shows, National Signing Day.
Mm-hmm.
Man, I don't do that no more, because the very crew you sign may not be there the next year. So, I give me who you gonna give me on signing day, and let me support my team. I that's about as much as I can give you on recruiting. I much rather talk about how do we attack the 3-4? How do we attack the 4-3? How do we attack the 4-2-5? I much rather talk about that. I much rather talk about deep digs and shallow digs. You know what I'm saying? That's my thing.
You're the best one in the game, man.
Man, I appreciate you, brother. I appreciate that more than you know, man. Kanafi says, can't blame the kids, though. Product of the broken system. At least they're yeah, I mean, listen, don't get me wrong. I will always take the player position, because I know what that feel like to be broke in college playing a sport and see everybody around you with money except for you. I know what that feel like personally.
Yep.
So I will always be for the key. Listen, I'm for NIL. I've said this a million times. I'm for NIL, but I want NIL to be what it's meant for: name, image, likeness. I can brag on my alma mater, Alabama University, who's doing a great job with NIL. These kids get to make money off their own jersey. These kids get to make money off their own accordance with their name, you know, doing a really, really good job of these kids and dividing it the way it's supposed to be dividing it. I think Coach Sam Shade is doing an awesome job.
Former Alabama Crimson Tide too.
Yeah, facts. And nobody's leaving, right? So, but when you start paying kids millions of dollars before, like look what happened with Nico. Tennessee sued the NCAA, man, to get this kid, right? Gave him a nice bag before he ever set foot on the campus. Well, guess what? He not even on your campus anymore, right? So that's one hell of a L, man. L for loss. That's no good, bro, for nobody, for the kid, for the university, for his family, for the administration. That's no good for anybody. And one thing about rich people, they're not into giving money and not receiving an investment back. Facts. I don't know not one rich person that's accustomed to that. So, you know, I'm for NIL. What we're having today is not NIL. I'm one of the few that understand the difference. I'm not going to blame NIL for what's going on today because it's not name, image, likeness, right? So, you know, you just got to understand what's going on, man. And once, hopefully, if revenue sharing is implemented, everything will be above board. For me, even though that may not cure everything, Brinsky, at least if revenue sharing is implemented, then everything, like you got to report it. Like you can't give a kid this much money behind closed doors anymore. Yeah, you got to report it. It's even Steven, right? If Texas want to give a kid $600,000, we'll know about it. Everybody will know about it. And that's all I ask, man. Some transparency. That's all I ask, some transparency, man. And so, yeah, I heard about that, Susan. Shaq coming to Bama State. Oh, my God. You just cussed me and Brinsky out, Susan.
Oh, I'm about to say, I was just about to get that question real quick.
Oh, my God. Bama State.
Yeah, man, that's bad.
Yes, that's Shaq done fell off his rocker, Susan. I don't understand what's going on with him. Shout out to Mimi. What's up, Mimi? Good to see you, sweetie. But yeah, man, all we can do is just hope, man, and look forward to a great season. We got a lot of people coming back on the defensive side of the ball. We got Ryan Grubb now. We got Ty Simpson's probably going to be a starter. So we'll see what happens, man. We'll see what happens. I'm one of the ones who potentially think when you look at our schedule, I see really 2 games that we potentially, I think we could be in trouble. You know what I'm saying? Really and truly. I said 10-2 last year. We went 9-3 regular season. I do see 11-1, 10-2 this year, and I do see us making the playoffs. What about you, Brinsky?
I can definitely see 10 plus wins this year, especially with the wide receivers, because I see they asked the production from Ryan, and since the wide receiver room is stacked, all the people in the wide receiver room is not going to play. So I don't think his production is going to stop. I think it's only going to rise this year from the quarterback play. I believe Ty, shout out to Jalen, but I believe Ty is a better thrower of the football. Yeah. Jalen, more athletic quarterback, easily, without question. But the better thrower of the football is definitely Ty. He still has to prove it on the field. But I believe just 10 plus wins for us this year because we have the defense. We just got to see how that D-line and the O-line shapes up. But everywhere else, man, I believe we can shine.
Facts, man. It's a question I want to ask the chat, man, because I thought it interesting when you see all the Bama fans and you see the differences in the Bama fans and what they hold important. Let me ask the chat one. I know Brinsky's, and I think I know John's. I would love to know Justin's. I would love to know everybody else's. If the good Lord said, I'll let you guys go 11-1 and make the playoffs, what's the one team on the schedule that you cannot lose to, right? You can't lose to this one team, right? I'll even make it easier for you. Out of Auburn, LSU, Tennessee, Oklahoma, and Georgia. What's the one team that your soul would not allow you to lose? See, me and Brinsky different, and I find that fascinating. I love Alabama, but I'm one of those fans that rather lose to Auburn than lose to Tennessee. That's me. I cannot, like, Tennessee for me, bruh. If you know me, you know me. Like, I physically get sick when we lose to Tennessee. Like, I don't feel that way in no other game. We lose to Auburn. For me, it's just like a little gnat in your ear. You know how it just keep buzzing? You know, it don't even really bother me because we know we're going to whip their asses probably 11 straight more years. But Tennessee, brother, I'll be physically sick losing to them, right? I find it fascinating how everybody has that different team that, so you rather lose. So Jay Mims, you rather lose to Tennessee than lose to Auburn. F from Auburn. I know Coach Carl LSU. John is LSU as well. See, LSU don't really shake me up for real.
It probably bothered me a little bit more now because of Brian Kelly, but outside of that, not really. But Auburn, just my soul, man. The one game that I know that just really just bothered me, and it still bothers me a little bit to this day, is the 2010 Iron Bowl. Being up all those points and we just going out on Cam Newton and Nick Fairley and all those guys, Michael Dyer, and I was like, oh, we got them right where we want them. And then we just let them come back, and Lusset Kirkin, rest in peace, catch that touchdown. And then Cam running around the field with his mouth covered, telling us to be quiet. And then they put that jersey on Bear Bryant. Oh my God, man. When I tell you, I didn't talk for a week. I was avoiding Auburn fans because I was that hurt from that game. That's why the older I get, I realize like people in Northern Alabama don't want to lose to like
Tennessee. Yeah, because we closer to Tennessee.
They're like, nope, can't lose. Mostly everybody down below that don't want to lose to Auburn.
See, we closer to Tennessee, so there's a lot of Tennessee fans up here, man. And they fans to me, man, it's just, bro. Tennessee, yeah, I can't do Tennessee, bro. Like I can't do Tennessee for real.
I can understand, man. Easily my favorite moment ever was when Alabama played Tennessee and Big Cody blocked that game-winning field goal. Hands down, was still my favorite Alabama moment. I almost put Smitty up there. Yeah. But I didn't watch it live because that game pissed me off so bad how we were just playing that game. I barely watched the national championship, but I was watching from ESPN. But I literally watched this almost give Tennessee that win. Big Cody saved it, man.
Man, that game when Bryce got speared in the face and they said it wasn't targeting.
Oh my God.
And then they call a pass interference call on Kool-Aid. The game would have been over. We win. Yeah. They gave him another chance, bro. Man, I just
bringing up bad memories now because,
bro, I can't do
if you think about it, if you really think about it, that same year, we only lost 2 games that year. And the 2 games that we lost were games that ended on the last play. LSU with Jaden Daniels in them.
Yeah.
And on a field goal with Tennessee with them taking their raggedy field goal to that river, that dirty creek that they got. Oh man, I'm still mad about that.
Mimi says my brothers Auburn, my brothers and sisters and mom are Auburn fans. My uncles and granddad taught me football and they taught me Bama. You know what I mean? I detest Tennessee and LSU though. Facts. I'm with you, Mimi.
They raised you right.
Yes, they did. I just detest Tennessee a little bit more. Man. Good night. I can't stand them, man. I that's the one I'm a big SEC fan. So when the SEC go against the Big Ten and all these other conferences, I pull for the conference, right? Yeah. I want our conference to win. But Tennessee is the one school that I just, man, I just can't bring my soul to do it, man.
Is it because of Philip Farmer?
Yes, he dirty. He low down. You know what I mean? They some snitches.
Oh,
you know what I mean? I just, man. And then to see the way they fans acted when they won, trying to fight the football team, man. I'm like, man, bro, I just can't do Tennessee.
Yeah, man. I think that's the one thing I can't stand about when folks rush the field. I like, man, you won. I understand folks celebrate, but don't be doing all the hitting people in the head and shining their phone all in the face. Because just think about it, when you are sad, of course, in your emotion, just like rushing, and somebody do something to your face, like ha, doing all this to your face, your natural reaction is you want to punch them in the face.
Facts, man.
So I don't get mad at nobody for ever doing that. You better keep your hands to yourself and stay out of my face.
I don't hate Georgia like that, Ephraim. I don't. To me, I understand why Georgia fans got their chest stuck out. I mean, they done won 2 of the last 4, bro. We can't. I mean,
yeah.
I can't. I don't hate Georgia fans. They actually have won, so they have the right to talk. Tennessee, right? Auburn, right?
And I think it's just naturally because we're not even really real rivals with them. It's just like they're just a SEC foe. Yeah. For real. I'm like, I don't care about them. I probably hate Clemson more than them.
Yeah,
but
I do too.
I know I hate Notre Dame more than them. But I'm like, it's Georgia, and also we've been dominating Georgia. I don't care how much Georgia think that they are the standard.
Yeah.
You got to show me. We've been showing you what the standard is, because the standard is standard over here. The real
said it best. Facts. Kanafi said it best. He said, G8, Georgia ain't even little brother. They little bitty cousin over there, right? And I give them their respect. They won 2 national championships. That's very difficult to do, right? So, they're relevant. Tennessee is not, man. Like Auburn and Tennessee, bro. No. You're basketball schools. You ain't no football school. But but I tell you who's growing on my list though. Them damn Texas fans. They growing on my list, bro. They're growing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man. I think with me being partners with my boy DeHaven. Shout out to DeHaven.
Shout out to DeHaven.
But man, he's from Texas, Houston, Texas to be exact. And when Texas came in there and beat Alabama, when I tell you, I did not want to pod that Tuesday because that man was just like, oh my God, it's just like a net. Like, Texas, baby, all this, all day. I'm like, you didn't win anything. And even when they lost to Washington, we beat Bama. So I was like, I was rolling up a banner for them. I was like, this is y'all banner for the year. Oh, you beat Bama. So what, man? He just beat us in a game.
Still didn't win nothing. Yeah.
I see why Oklahoma don't like you, man. I see why.
I definitely see why. Yeah, I understand, Piano Man. You're right. But you can't take away that they won 2 national championships, bro. We ain't done that. We ain't won nothing since, you know what I'm saying? Regardless of the reason, to win 2 natties, bro, and to beat the teams they beat, to do that, I can't take nothing from them, brother. They won that. I mean, respectfully, I take them very seriously. You know what I'm saying? Yep. When you see that recruiting class, bro, I take them very seriously, right?
Especially when you got Elijah Griffin over there, man.
Man, bro. Yeah, man. I mean, winning is hard to do, bro. Winning is very hard to do. And no matter how much we hate it, they won too, man. And I can't take that from them, right? Now I don't put them on Bama's level as far as your new money, right? You won your championships, and it's hard to do every year, as you see them this past year, right? Yeah, have players leaving for the NFL every single season. At some point, that's gonna catch up with you a little bit.
Yep.
But even so, man, they had a great season. Man. I can't take nothing from UGA, man.
Yeah, man. I was like, man, I like I said, bro. I think it's the new Georgia fans. Like, they like to stick their chests out, especially when they beat us in the national championship game. I was like, now wait a minute. Now, last time I checked, this is like y'all first win in like maybe 13 years before that happened. Like, kids almost made it to high school and they don't even realize like Georgia never beat Alabama.
Yeah.
Like, y'all just, it's overrated in a lot of part, but Kirby made those guys relevant.
Exactly.
So,
But that at the end of the day, they won. Not like J Mim said, at least Georgia won, right?
Yep.
What the hell is Texas won? What if they won? They fans talk. I personally think Texas fans talk more than Georgia fans, man.
Yep.
From what I've seen of this year, Texas fans be all in the Bama chats, man, and just going ham, man. Georgia
the
fans,
Tom Landry Bowl. That's what they won.
man, these
The
dudes.
Beef It Up Bowl.
Yeah, like what have Texas won to deserve to speak so highly of themselves, right? Where your natties at?
All that money, and you
Yeah.
still can't get you a natty.
Facts, man. You won the same thing Vanderbilt won. Nothing. You won the same thing we won last year. Nothing. So,
we made the playoffs. So what?
So
Both want participation trophies now.
Right. They
2
fans
is not a winner, and 3 nobody remembers.
Thank you. Every Bama station that I visit and watch and support, I see Texas fans in the chat talking crazy. At least a few of them, right? Sometimes more than others.
You know who not in the chat today? I think we got on him too bad last week. Bevo. Yeah, because y'all realize Bevo not in the chat today because we got on him so bad, man. It was just like, man, you always in the Alabama chat. And I think he's trying to prove us wrong. But we know you're a true Alabama fan, Bevo, wherever you are.
And it's all love, Bevo. It's all love whenever you watch again. But expect those type of rebuttals when you come into a Bama chat, talk and dissing the air and being disrespectful, talking, dissing us, man. The bottom line is there's no school in the country that can diss Alabama. Like you can say since they all say the same thing. Since Coach Saban left, y'all fell off, all this other stuff. Cool, right? It's not a school out there that wouldn't want our last 17-year history.
Thanks.
It's not a school out there that wouldn't want to trade places with us the last 17 years, right? Because we got more of them shiny trophies than anybody, and ain't nothing you can do about it, right? So I let them say what they want to say. The UGA fans don't even really bother me, bro, because at least that's another former champion, right? We can say what we want to say, but at least they're former champions. What is Texas? What is Tennessee? What is Auburn? Man, y'all ain't won nothing. Zero, right? So
we everybody's Super Bowl, man.
Ohio State included. You won this year. Can't take that from you, brother, right? But you have been utterly, utterly irrelevant since my nephews were in high school. And that's the straight up truth, right?
These are facts.
You don't even run your own conference the last 3 seasons. So, people can say what they want, man. But I find it funny how everybody comes to the Bama stations to make their arguments. All these other fans come to the Bama stations to argue and all that. So we're going to see this year, though. We're going to see this year, man. The bottom line is Coach Saban retired, the greatest coach in college football retired, and we still won 9 out of 12. We still won 9 out of 12, right? I don't give a damn about the bowl game. Cool, right? We won 9 games out of 12, right? So let's see what happens this year.
Yeah, man. It's just, man, I don't worry about other fan bases that haven't won anything, especially these Auburn fans, especially if you guys are familiar with the Auburn area, especially when you drive through the campus, you go by Toomer's Corner, you see them dirty trees, and you see that they, especially after a win, they want to roll the trees, knowing that they need them in their bathrooms.
Facts.
You look right over there at Toomer's store. They still have that 2010. It's like, I don't know. It's like you can see through the window. I don't know what type of glass that is, but they have like the 2010 national championship up there, but it's like on the glass, but you can see through the glass. It's starting to fade, man, because it's so long ago. That's 15 years ago and counting.
And counting. Facts, man. And the thing about it is, if you care more about Alabama losing than your own team winning, you are by sheer definition an Alabama fan.
Facts.
Let me say that one more time in case they didn't grab that beat. In case they didn't grab it, B-Sharp. See, Bama, we win. We don't give a damn if y'all lose. We don't. We see it. We get a good old hearty har, and we move on back to our team. We don't care what y'all doing. But if you care more, because there's a lot of you out there that care more about Bama losing than your own team winning, right? If you care more about Alabama losing than your so-called own team winning, you are by sheer definition an Alabama fan.
Man,
congrats.
And you know what? The prime example of that when we lost to
Ephraim crazy. Ephraim ain't got no sense. He ain't got no sense. Ephraim, you a fool, bro.
But yeah, man, the prime example of that is when we lost to Vanderbilt. I forgot who Auburn lost to that day. I think it was
Oklahoma. Was it Oklahoma?
No. Oklahoma. Was it Oklahoma? And the way they lost, they were trying to clown us. I'm like, bro, y'all just lost to Oklahoma.
Facts. I'm more mad about my team losing. I don't care what y'all doing over there.
Exactly.
Facts. Yes. That's what I'm saying. They just Bama fans, bro. I personally think 90% of Auburn fans close their blinds, lock their doors, make sure ain't nobody looking, and they all scream Roll Tide. I really believe that. It's just in me. I believe that, bro, because you sure do worry about Alabama for Alabama not to worry about you. Man, let me see what my brother Piano Man said. Piano Man, where you go, Piano Man? Piano said, Bama still gets everyone. Yeah, facts, man. Piano Man, no. Bama is still everybody's Super Bowl. Bottom line. When Bama comes to town, your attendance is going to be the best you ever had. When Bama comes to town, all your concessions are going to be popping. When Bama comes to town, your game is sold out. You're actually going to be on TV. When Bama comes to town, good things happen to you people. You other opponents, right? We all know that. So give us love, man. Tell us thank you, right? So you got anything else, Brinsky, man, before we get up out of here?
No, man. I just want to say shout out to everybody supporting the channel. Shout out to Justin. Shout out to our boy John. Everybody, make sure y'all hit the like and subscribe button to the channel, man. Just happy to be on the network.
Facts. Latoya, what's up with you, girl? Good to see you, man. Good to see you, man. Susan, Alabama A&M, Tuskegee. Two best HBCUs out there. No disrespect to Coach Al and JSU.
Because they are the national champs.
Yes, they are.
They are the national champs.
Yes, they are, man.
And if like I said, man, y'all guys subscribe to the channel, man. Definitely appreciate everybody just being here. And also go subscribe to me and Coach Sean channels, of course. Mine right there, like sub here or whatnot. And I'm changing the name. Instead of podcast, it's going to be Sports Talk. So definitely appreciate everybody.
All facts, man. We about to be cranking the content back up on my channel as well. And really appreciate everybody, man. Shout out to Justin and all the boys at Bama Standard. Shout out to John, who backstage, engineering everything, man. Shout out to all the Bama content creators who putting positive messages out there and supporting the team. Shout out to I Crew, the X Clan, as I call them. Shout out to Ty. Shout out to Coach Carl, who in the chat. Shout out to Coach Al. Shout out to Piano Man, who in the chat. Shout out to Jan716. Man, shout out to everybody. Shout out to Teagues, our favorite Auburn fan. Man, shout out to everybody. Shout out to Spody Shody, who do big things, man. Pleasure to meet Spody. She got knowledge, man. Love that, man. Got knowledge, bro.
KB.
Shout out to Kangaroo Black, man, who always do big things. Shout out to Justin Smith, man. Stephen M. Smith. Everybody, man. Everybody who
Will
does
Smith.
Will Smith. Shout out to all them boys, man, who doing great. Bama content. JB and them doing big things, man. Marvin and them boys doing big things. Support them boys, support everybody, man, who coming with Bama, who support Bama. Get these guys likes. Shout out to Kyle and them over there, still doing their thing. Clint doing his thing. Yeah, man. Support everybody, man. Support these guys. And we appreciate all of you more than you know, man. Shout out to my brother Piano Man doing his thing. Piano Man is growing. Y'all support him. Coach Carl is growing. Y'all support him, man. They're my boys, love them to death, and they know that ball. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah. I got one more, Coach, before we get up out of here.
Yeah.
I'm literally one sub away from 800. So somebody make my day and finally get me over that 800 mark, if you don't mind. And maybe whenever I hit the 800 mark, hit the 1,000 mark, you'll get this bobblehead. You get this ludicrous bobblehead to a random subscriber. And it can be random. I'll figure out a way how to send it out. You're not getting the Outcast one. Shout out to the Braves, though.
Facts, man. And we will be on Piano Man channel Monday. Put the time in the chat if you can, Piano Man. We will be over there with Piano Man Monday afternoon, late evening. If you're still in the chat, Piano Man, put the time. I think he said 7, 6:30, 6 o'clock. I can't remember. Put that time in there, Piano Man, if you're still here. On the long run on Piano Man's channel, please tap in with us. We're going to have some good things to talk about. 5. Okay, 5. That's even better. So join us on Piano Man's channel. Please go over there and subscribe. We will be supporting the brother 5 p.m. And we will be there ready to talk some ball as usual. Shout out to John behind the scene, man. Much love to him. Always doing big thing, doing an awesome job as usual. You know, tap in with this channel. Please hit the like button. Please subscribe if you can. And you can find me at JMHO Sports Talk on Twitter and YouTube. It's just my humble opinion. That's all it is, man.
And I can drop it in the chat real quick.
Please, if you will.
So people can go over there, man. We support one another. And like I always say, man, we are nothing without you guys. So we definitely appreciate you guys always showing us love.
Facts.
Just taking time out y'all day, especially on a Friday.
Exactly.
So definitely appreciate you all.
Ty always said it. Ty Haggis always said it's a lot you could be doing, but you chose to be here. You know, your time is important. We appreciate you guys. You could sub to us, and we're gonna keep that content going, man. Much love to you all, and roll Tide.
Good night.
Oh, go ahead, Brinsky. Yeah, you go. Say it again, Brinsky.
I wish John would come in here and just play the we need that outro, John. We need that. You know, we need my boy.
Much love, Coach Carl. That's our brother, man. So sub to Coach Carl too. Please support Coach Carl. Go over there and sub to him as soon as you guys can, man. Please support the brothers. Great, positive men. Love them. And you know, roll Tide to you all, man.
Peace.